welcome to Redmen TV. It's the drive down show, or as we said in the last time we did this for a home game, the drive over sort of show. We're heading over to Anfield now, kick-off just over an hour away, so we thought we'd chat some biff to fill the time.
Yeah, and some West Ham fans as well,
yeah, West Ham Fan TV are in the car in front. I wonder if we can actually show that.
Oh, don't show the reg, Paul.
There you go.
That could literally be anybody.
That could literally be anyone.
It's not,
they're not in like a claret and blue thing with like a big hammer on the back or anything. Like, it's disappointing. At least
we're not in like a...
We are in a red car. Yeah, there you go. Door's still not been fixed. So yeah, the team news will be coming out in a couple of minutes. Is it actually official? Yeah. So the team news is out.
There you go.
Liverpool remain unchanged from the 0-0 draw at the Emirates. Does that surprise you?
No, not really. No. I mean, I didn't
What did you go with?
I went with Milner, Chan, Henderson.
Yeah. Based on the idea that Henderson was going to be fit.
Yeah, they did be fit, yeah. But
actually, what's the bench up?
It hasn't got the bench yet.
So it's not official?
It is official. Is it LFC? Yeah.
Alright then.
The next tweet is normally the bench. So he's just looking, we got Statman in the back.
Or we can move over.
Yeah, we want to see that.
Yes.
Hello, all 17 of you.
Yeah. So so there you go.
Go through the side.
Yeah, so obviously the side there for Simon Mignolet in goal, Klein right back, Gomez left back, centre halves of Lovren and Skrtel.
I've never heard anyone do a back four like that, but I'm with you.
Well, Champ Manager changed it to that, didn't he? He changed it to full back instead of centre back. Centre mids therefore Lucas Leiva, James Milner, and Emre Can, if you will, and then a front three, therefore,
Coutinho,
of Philip Coutinho, Christian Benteke, and Roberto Firmino. So
Benteke and Firmino both to score.
Well, this is. I think it's always a big barometer of how an attacking player's career is kind of going to unfold. Getting that early goal at Anfield really winning the fans over, and that's a big one for. I mean, obviously Benteke did it against Bournemouth the other week, and it'd be lovely to see Firmino just do it, because we've seen some interesting flashes of what he can do, but nothing.
He's got to get close to match fitness today for me. Yeah, he's had enough minutes on the pitch now where you're thinking you've got to be getting there. You know, we want to see a little bit more out of Firmino today. It's great that he had a good game against Arsenal, did a lot of work defensively and stuff, but he wasn't bought for his defensive work. Ultimately, he was bought to either create chances and score goals, and that's what I want to see out of Firmino today.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're watching this, if you're one of the 17 people watching this live, copy the link, share it on Twitter, share it on social media. No, it's not window break time yet. Thank you very much, Ja, for Liverpool. I think that's what he says. Yeah, it's a big one for Firmino. I mean, I say massive. I don't want to oversell it too much, but like I said, we've seen some of the good things he can do. Arsenal was clearly his most impressive performance, but then because he had the most time on the pitch out of all of them so far. So I want to see what he's bought, and it's the first time to really see it, properly up close, see what he's got to do. Mainly because we were defending the Kop second half against Bournemouth, so I didn't really get to see him. He was too far away. So
who's that in the yellow boots?
I know. I just want to see him do something. I want to see some highlight YouTube moments just to get everyone on side. But it's weird because we were talking to the West Ham Fan TV lads just then, and they have no confidence in this game.
Thank you for sharing the link, by the way. We've gone from 17 viewers to 80 in like 2 minutes, so anyone who did, thank you very much.
Yeah, excellent. I mean, like I said, they're not confident in this game at all.
No, his words were 4-0.
Yeah, he thinks we're going to do them 4-0 and they'd be happy with a 2-0 defeat.
Who scored for Arsenal, please, mate?
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Because of that,
an own goal. Rossiter's on the bench again.
An own goal.
So Arsenal still haven't got anyone on the pitch then that's scored in the Premier League this season.
Like I say, it worries me when the other team expect to get happy to get beat, because I think it puts a load more pressure on us to some extent. There was talk on the radio just then that they're gonna park the bus or whatever. That's why I'm a little concerned with the team that we've gone with, Chris, because do you need Lucas Leiva at home?
No, I don't think you do, but it's one of them, innit? He had a good game. He was integral to how that midfield performed.
Yeah.
if you drop somebody else in there, did the other two perform as well?
Yeah.
Because Lucas gave them enough the platform and the freedom to do what they did, and they played well. So I'm happy with keeping the dynamic of the midfield the same, you know. And it's the same as when we're talking about defences and stuff, and not changing your defence and all that type of stuff. When a team's playing well and the attack in front, what would it be, 5, really worked with Lucas sat behind them. It's not that big a deal in my opinion.
Yeah, I suppose there is that. I think it's that thing of, does your
going rogue here? Tom's taking them some mad way.
Yeah, does your platform
deflected off the ox?
Does your platform need to just be that, or can it be more? I guess is the Lucas thing. And like I say, it's not being overly disrespectful to Lucas, I think, but you know, it would be if you had like obviously he's not available, but if you had a Henderson or a Milner or a Chan in that position, they have the option to give you that platform and just sit back and cover. But if the opportunity arises, there's no issue with them bombing on and being an extra man in attack, or you know, having a bit more variation. Whereas if Lucas is there, that's the best he is in that position.
I agree, right? But I think there's probably more to it than meets the eye. Now, Liverpool,
like Transformers.
Yeah, Liverpool have obviously had some crunch conversations with Lucas over the last week or so.
Yeah.
So by bringing him into the fold before the deadline and settling him, if you then want to drop him when he's basically stuck at the club for the next few months, then drop him.
I'm an integral part of the club. Oh, where's my name gone off the team sheet? Oh, the window's shut. Oh shit.
And that is a problem. The window being shut. I am going to have to go for a window break.
Okay, window break. Oh.
Sweet hair.
I want to see some Brazilian flair today.
I thought you were going to say something else now.
What did you think?
I can't say it live.
If you can't say it live, you should never say it at all. There you go. So one of people's thoughts on the starting 11. Then are you happy with that? Or would you do something differently? You know what I mean? Would you have thrown something different? So a shout for a Danny Ings cameo. I'd like to see Ings not necessarily start, but I'd like to see him get off the bench at some point today. Because when is he going to get a game if not?
It's a tough question, that, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. Is the honest answer. Like, we've bought him for a reason, so he needs to get some minutes. He's not had any since pre-season at all, has he?
Yeah. What do you think, Aubrey? You move over a touch. Let the beautiful people see your beautiful face.
I get
because you put him as a shout out for Bournemouth, didn't you?
Yeah, I personally don't see the need for Lucas at home.
It's not mirrored.
But I also understand the argument of not changing the team. If Henderson had been fit, he'd have come in, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And I think that would have been for Lucas. With Lallana being injured, your option was pretty much only Ibe, or radically changing and throwing Origi or Ings in, isn't it? But like you say, if we've bought him, we've made the decision to buy him. It was a free transfer, but it's going to end up costing. Well, actually, that tribunal been decided.
I've actually got no idea. That was no one's made
mention it, but it could be as high as like 8 to 10 million for him. He got goals in the Premier League last year. He's not going to do anything if he's not getting on the pitch.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe he definitely needs to come on. I'd like to see him ideally come on and get a good half hour.
If we're 2-0 up at half time, Ings comes on for me.
Yeah.
For who?
Don't matter.
For anyone. Yeah, for me.
The fella who scored one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know, it doesn't make any odds. As long as he gets minutes on the pitch. I wouldn't want to see him come on when it's 0-0, which sounds stupid because he's a forward, and that's kind of what you're used to seeing, isn't it? But
I don't mind. I don't mind him coming on if we're looking for a goal, and you're going to put two up top. Because I still think that's ultimately how we'll end up. But I think it kind of makes more of a sense in this 4-3-3 than it does in the 4-2-3-1. Because I don't want to see him as an attacking midfielder, but I don't mind seeing him as a wide forward drifting in, because I think he'll naturally drift in, and he'll look to be. He's the kind of guy who will look to get in beyond Benteke because he'll want to be in the box, and he will naturally stick closer to him because again, that's where his instincts lie, I guess. But I hope he does. I would rather see Ings come on. Like I said, I was critical. I don't think I was overly critical of Jordan Ibe's performance against Arsenal, but I'd like to see Ings get that opportunity off the bench instead. If there was a choice between one of the two of them on, I've got no problem with seeing Ings and seeing what he can do. I guess.
Bogdan, Ings, Origi, Sacco, Rossiter, Moreno, Ibe is the bench.
Okay.
So Moreno's been coming on, hasn't he, recently? Only for 5-10 minutes, but he's been coming on to give that pace on the wing, because he's not necessarily been coming on at left back. I'd like to see Ings at home give that chance, even if it's 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'd say I want to talk a little bit about Markovic actually, because it looks like he's going to go out on loan. We'll do this loads more on the Reds News Roundup show on the website this week. But we were chatting about it in the studio before we set off, and we were talking about how it maybe potentially left us a little bit light in those positions. But what I didn't account for, I guess, is that if Moreno being counted as an option in those winger positions, because maybe he feels that, you know what I mean, that would.
Christ, if Moreno's being touted as a winger and Markovic isn't, that's a worry.
Yeah, no, this is it. Like, you know, or maybe he offers more of what he likes to see from a winger, and that ability he trusts him more to do his tracking back and do the dirty work, I guess. Like, but it's because again, I know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts on the Markovic thing. Would you let him go on loan? My overriding argument is that he's made for the Europa League. For me, you know, he's got experience in that competition. He's been all the way to the semi-finals before he got suspended. He's